Hi, I'm Jerry Mikulski, and I'd like to offer some ways that we can actually solve the coronavirus together. It's the end of March 2020, the month that US citizens are going to remember forever. Most everything has come to a standstill. We are isolated in our homes. In China, that month was January. They've been on lockdown for a lot longer. The rest of the world is on different trajectories depending on their responses to this. A few countries that have acted decisively to mitigate coronavirus are tentatively peeking outside, starting to reopen. Meanwhile, I find myself swimming hard on the flood tide of information about this crisis, unable to ignore it, overwhelmed by the volume and variety of news articles, Google Docs, shared spreadsheets, databases, open source and crowdfunding projects, and much more. I'm also deeply saddened by the global political gridlock, which is making things worse in many places, including here in the US. But I have a small secret weapon, a life ring in the info flood. I've been using a mind mapping app called The Brain for 22 years, and I'm using it to organize coronavirus information like this. I did not create this software. I was on their first press tour 22 years ago, and here you see some of the information I'm collecting about the coronavirus pandemic. So here's a thought. Each node is called a thought called What COVID is Like on the Ground, Personal Stories. These are tweets, these are articles, and in fact this tweet right here is a registered nurse who posted a tweet stream. So I'm using ThreadReader here, and here are the tweets that she talked about her shifts and what it's like to be working as a nurse during the coronavirus epidemic. I've also got a whole bunch of information around mitigating the coronavirus outbreak, lessons from previous pandemics like the Spanish flu, all of which is under this one sort of collective node about the 2019-2020 COVID-19 pandemic, which started in Wuhan. And so here you see a series of categories, and I've been using this to collect up and organize information. But this brain tool is a single user tool, and you're looking at just what I've been able to catch and filter while swimming really hard in this flood tide. Wouldn't it be more interesting if we had a common environment, not just one, but sort of a network of environments where we could share and improve this information together and share with each other what we know? I'll put a link to my brain in the comments below. I'm actually an optimist about human nature, and I've seen all sorts of outpourings of creativity and connectivity around this coronavirus outbreak. So with some friends, we're launching a project to help us share what we know in rich context, to help all of us share it and make some better decisions together. This project is called Open Global Mind. And yes, it's about being open-minded. OGM, as I call it, mixes some techie scaffolding down below with human connections up above. We're trying to solve, simultaneously, the platform issue of how do we get through 4 million different Google Docs and spreadsheets and articles and whatever, but also the social problem of how do we make good decisions together. We won't build everything. As much as we can, we want to be a connector of existing projects. This is kind of a tent into which we would like to invite participants. We're going to build this thing as we go. We would love for you to join us. So click on the link that I'll leave here.